Welcome back to the channel. It's Aziyome here. We're gonna be talking about what went down during free agency. We could talk about all the different type of players who got a new home, a new team. But I think, well, a lot of people online, and what I believe as well to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, free agency signing is Kenneth Walker III going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Pop up that clip from Breaking Bad right here.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
The Chiefs can't be getting away with this. You once you see that they experienced a major setback last season, them going 6-11, Patrick Mahomes getting hurt, Travis Kelsey back and forth if he's gonna retire. More on that later. But you see that somewhat the Chief dynasty that they were talking about, all the success they were having, going winning playoff games, Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl wins. You're always going, they were steadily going up. And then last year was definitely the year where they took a major setback. Eventually, when you go all the way up, you gotta go down, and that's what happened with the Chiefs. And you think they were gonna go back to irrelevancy before the Mahomes, Andy Reid era, and then they go out and they go get arguably the best running back in the league. I mean, he just became Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl 60 MVP. So what do the Chiefs look like now with Kenneth Walker? Does that put them in that elite status they were a couple years ago, like bona fide Super Bowl appearance, playoff run? We're gonna be discussing that, how Kenneth Walker III makes them that elite, makes them that Super Bowl bound team once again. With Kenneth Walker III now on the Kansas City Chiefs, that gives them limitless opportunities of what they could do when it comes to the upcoming season. We're going to be talking about the different traits, the elite traits that Kenneth Walker III brings to the Kansas City Chiefs. First off, being his elite explosiveness, Walker brings a home run ability to the Chiefs that they lacked in 2025. He ranked among the top rushers in explosive plays. We're talking about 10 plus yards, and he led the NFL in forced missed tackles. You also got to talk about his postseason pedigree. After this playoff run, you can tell Kenneth Walker III is not afraid when it comes to the bright lights, when it comes to the big games, because he showed that he can either be a supporting player or he could be a leader himself when it comes to those games. You could tell just by the numbers. He had 313 yards and 4 touchdowns during his playoff run, and this somewhat gives the Chiefs an offensive balance that they never really had before. You can't say during the time with Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Travis Kelsey that they had that dual threat on the offensive side of the ball. Now defenses are forced to pay attention to that run that the Kansas City Chiefs lacked these last couple years. You either got to either focus on, like I said about Kenneth Walker III, either focus on the run, but you also got to focus on, you can't, Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. You can't not focus on him as well. And then with Travis Kelsey coming back for one more season, you give him that balance when it comes to the run, that it comes to the pass. You also got to talk about how this also helps the organization as a business when it comes to their draft flexibility. With securing a running back one in free agency, the Chiefs can use their draft capital. They have the 9th overall pick and the 29th pick in the first round to address other positions that are needed, whether that be the defensive line or wide receiver, to add to the offensive three-headed monster. And you got to talk about how Kenneth Walker III is an upgrade for sure on their current backfield. Walker represents a significant statistical upgrade when it comes to Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, who both averaged under 4 yards per carry in 2025. So those are some of just the elite traits that Kenneth Walker III brings to this team in the upcoming season. We're going to be breaking it down a little bit more into detail, more than numbers. If you're more of a number person, we're going to be breaking down the numbers, how he definitely it's a definite upgrade when it comes to that backfield that the Kansas City Chiefs had last season. Just to look more into depth about the numbers that Kenneth Walker III had over the Kansas City Chiefs rushing team when it came to last season, we're going to be breaking down more into depth, talking about the numbers. Starting off with the rushing yards, Kenneth Walker III had 1,027 yards, while the Chiefs rushing team averaged out to 106.6 yards per game, which was 25th in the league last season. Per carry, Kenneth Walker III averaged 4.6, and then the approximate amount of yards for the backfield for the Kansas City Chiefs was about 3.8. When it comes to their postseason success, we already mentioned it. Kenneth Walker III with 313 yards and 4 touchdowns, while the Chiefs did miss the playoffs. And the most key achievement for last season, Kenneth Walker III reaching the Super Bowl, beating the Super Bowl champions, being Super Bowl MVP, while the Kansas City Chiefs did miss out on the playoffs, going 6-11. Now, I did mention it before, and we are going to mention it again, what the Chiefs could look like when it comes to that next season. The three-headed beast that could be Kenneth Walker III, Travis Kelsey, and Patrick Mahomes. Did a little bit more research. Patrick Mahomes is expected to be 100% when it comes to week one. So I was thinking he may miss some time, but did the research. He will be back. He will be back and ready to go when week one comes around. And if you also didn't pay attention with all the news that we're breaking throughout free agency, Travis Kelsey did resign with the Chiefs for one more year. One more year, 12 million for that year, up to 15 mil in incentives. So I mean, if there was ever a chance to prove if the NFL is scripted, next year is a chance. You get Kenneth Walker III. Patrick Mahomes comes back. Trevor Kelsey for one more season. What is it? It's like the last dance. Pop up the last dance posted right here. And then even with Aaron Rodgers, I believe. Who was it with Aaron Rodgers? Who was the quarterback? Dang, not quarterback. Wide receiver. Devontae Adams. There we go. Devontae Adams when they posted the last. It's about to be the last dance for the Chiefs. I mean, if there's no other way for it to be scripted, because even Taylor Swift is one of the last finalists for what they believe to be the next halftime performance. So if all that comes into fruition, Chiefs getting top running back, Chiefs getting Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs getting Travis Kelsey to get to the Super Bowl, and Taylor Swift performs at this halftime show. You can't tell me it's not scripted. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Do you actually think Kenneth Walker III makes them that elite, makes them that Super Bowl bound team again, or are they just delaying the inevitable with that full rebuild that they've been lacking? Because I mean, it could either play out two different ways. Either the Chiefs have high success and make a run in the playoffs, or it could just crash and burn with Travis Kelsey hitting 37 years old in October, with Patrick Mahomes being 31 in September. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. Is this a recipe for success, or are they just delaying the inevitable? But that's my take on it. I did have another video cooking up, pop it up right here. That sort of had to be delayed because of this big news, but that video may be coming out in a couple days, tomorrow. I don't know. You guys let me know if you want to see that. And what other team do you want to see me do a breakdown on? I know another team that really looks like high potential is the Raiders. They made some really big moves, or even the 49ers, them going Mike getting Mike Evans. So comment down below what team do you want me to go more into depth about during the free agency. I'm still waiting here and there to see if any moves do happen. Isaiah likely went to the Giants. You never want to see that. But you guys, I mean, ETN also went to the Saints, and then even the Commanders were making some moves. So that's what I believe to be the biggest free agency signing, Kenneth Walker III to the Chiefs. Where did they end up? Comment down below. But that's all I have for this video. I'm Azia Mahia, and I'll see you in the next video.